Tom, well, congratulations on becoming the record goal scorer here at Vale Pub, but knowing you, that won't matter when there's a defeat today.
No, I've said before, in individual records, honours, trophies, it's a team game. It's not something that I pride myself on. So it's one of them. In 20 years' time, I might sit in the pub and tell everybody in there that I was record goal scorer once, but I think at the minute when you're losing games of football, that's the last thing you want to think about, really.
It must do you a world of good though to get that goal after going a couple of games without one since the opening day of the season.
Yeah, I think as a striker you want to score every week. To be honest, the last couple of games, Carlisle had a good chance with an header which I'd normally score. Last week I didn't have a chance. But I thought today we were, for large spells, we dominated. I think it's the best we've played since the opening game, and I actually quite enjoyed it. We got forward, put plenty of crosses in, at the post 2 or 3 times. It's just one of them days where decisions and luck wasn't on your side.
It was perhaps sort of, compared to Tranmere, it was a bit like chalk and cheese really. Like Tranmere, you struggled to create much and you couldn't really get a look in, but today, unlucky with so many different chances.
Yeah, I mean, away from home, when you're struggling, you try and be a bit more solid defensively. Today, when you're at home with the fans behind you, you want to try and that's not to say we went Tranmere to sit in. I just think the way they played and kept the ball a lot better than us, it affected the way we wanted to play. And sometimes when you're playing against a team that are better than you on the day, the game peg you back and stop your game forward, and that's what Tranmere did. I thought today we penned them back. They couldn't really get out for large spells. The woodwork, like I say, 2 or 3 times, a couple of penalty shouts. It just wasn't our day.
Now, we just spoke to the gaffer there as well about that penalty decision in the second half. We all know as a team you don't want to keep talking about these refereeing decisions, but do you feel hard done by that one?
I don't like using excuses. I don't like blaming other people. I think I'm one of them that believes you've got to look at yourselves, and I thought today I think everybody did well. I mean, a couple of poor goals to concede, which took ricochets. They had the luck, but that's a stonewall penalty any day of the week. 1,000,000%. I don't know how he can't give it. His arm's 2 foot above his head. To indicate if it's ricocheted and come off his leg and hit his arm, he knows it's gone over his head, and he's raised his arm to clear it. So yeah. So I don't know how anybody cannot give that.
It must be quite deflating to come off the pitch after creating so much, hitting the post, not getting a decision like that. But a lot of people in this team look up to you as the captain, and is it important to keep them motivated to keep going into the next one?
I think it's hard not to be positive about that today. I mean, I think we all know. I think the fans booed the referee off, which says a lot. There was far more positives to take from that than negatives. Like I say, another day we could have scored 4 or 5. Ricky's come on and had 2 or 3 chances. We hit the post first half, the penalty. So I thought defensively we looked okay. Like I say, a couple of deflections for the first goal. The second one, Monty's gone for clear it. He took their lad and bounced straight back to him. So on another day, like I say, you probably don't concede them goals. And I think the reaction of the fans says a lot sometimes when you lose a game of football. Instead of getting booed off and slated for your performance, I think a large majority, applauded us off, because I think on another day we'd have got 3 points.
And just finally, just a note on your teammates there. The gaffer wanted younger legs in this side, and he brought in Mitchell Clark and Lewis Hardcastle. How impressed have you been since their arrival? Mitchell Clark seems to be playing like he's been here for ages, and Lewis Hardcastle settled into the side really well today.
Mitch, he's come in, he's done excellent. Plays like he's played 200 games. I felt a little bit for Gibbo, because Gibbo had done well and he come out the side, but I think Mitch has come in and been excellent, and obviously Lewis has come in and had a solid debut. Wanted until we conceded a second goal and took Luke inside for bring Witts on with a bit more legs going forward. But I think, you know, for his own debut, I think it was a decent performance from him.